This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Books, PD products, science, fashion, and glam talk. From Bollywood to Hollywood, it's Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Right here on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. And here's your host, international speaker, educator, award-winning entrepreneur, and best-selling author, Dr. Afshan Hashmi.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Afshan Hashmi with her program Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi live from the Florida studio of K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. And friends, before I start the program, I will be reviewing today the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. And before I do that, I just wanted to remind you that these are my two books. Please go and buy these two books and give me an honest review. This first book, The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace, was also a hot number one new release on Amazon as well as Amazon bestseller. And when this book came, there was a lot of research going on in Harvard and Stanford on Hindi buzzword Jugaad. And here I have conceptualized Jugaad as thinking outside the box. And I want a documentary to be made of this book. So all those documentary makers, please contact me at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com. And I am a full-time author, and these two books bring food to the table, and also I give certain part to the charity. So please go and buy this book and make me a very successful author. I want millions of copies of these books to be sold because they are written in a very, very nice manner, and they have already been established as an Amazon bestseller. And this one was also an Amazon bestseller, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. And I want a movie to be made out of it, and the screenplay is ready and I have written it. And so all those Hollywood, Bollywood, independent, Netflix, Amazon, whoever makes movies, please contact me at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com. And when this book came in 2019, there was no trace of coronavirus, and in a very unique story I have talked about bioterrorism and what harm bioterrorism can do. And the Tailflix analysis is on my website www.afshanhashmi.com, and it shows that this book is equivalent to Contagion and Crazy Rich Asians, both Hollywood blockbusters. So please contact me at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com. And I am a full-time author, and these two are independently published. So I want to bring food to the table through the sale of these books and also through the sponsorships I get for this program. And I'm looking for a sponsorship for these programs, and also the sale of these books in millions of copies to bring food to the table. And whatever are my charities, I can finance those charities. Having said that, friends, now I will ask DJ, my sound engineer, to please play the first sponsorship film.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Afshan Hashmi live from Byrne in Virginia, and I just want to
DJ.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Afshan Hashmi live from Byrne in Virginia, And I just wanted to say for my W4WN radio and Talk 4 TV, I request everyone who is listening to please give sponsorships if you want these shows to continue, because this show is syndicated worldwide to more than 300 million listeners. So if you give me sponsorship, your product will be promoted to more than 300 million listeners around the globe. And I wanted to tell you that to make these kind of shows, it requires a lot of money and energy. So I just want to request a sponsorship, and cheers and bye bye.
And now I will show you a film which I made on Eid day after the holy month of Ramadan, and I wanted to show you some of my fun activities which I do, and I wanted to share that with my viewers around the globe, because as you know this program is syndicated to 300 million listeners. And now DJ, can you please play that Eid Mubarak movie?
Hello everyone, this is your loving host Dr. Rafshan Hashmi, live from Rio in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And friends, today I am, today is Eid, and I said like Eid Mubarak, friends. And then of course, I wanted to say to everyone, Eid Mubarak everyone, and how do you like the festival of Eid? And I am a best-selling author of two books, The Modern Mughal Mentality, New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace. And the second one is The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. When this book came in 2015, there was a lot of research going on Jugaad, the Hindi buzzword from India. And I have a lot of experience in US-India relations, and I have helped in it. I have taken delegations to India, and I have introduced businesses from India to America and from America to India. And this book has all that experience, and also it is written in a very conversational manner, and thinking outside the box is what I have interpreted Jugaad. So and this was Amazon hot #1 new release, as well as it was Amazon bestseller. Now my second book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, friends. This book came in 2019, in February 1st, 2019, when there was no trace of coronavirus. And just think how I have predicted coronavirus, it was my prediction that, there will be there will be some kind of bioterrorism in America, and of course, there was bioterrorism in America by the spread of coronavirus. And this is a fiction story which I said, and it was my prediction, because everyone, is coming to America, and you don't know, there are so many gangs and all coming to America, MS-13 people and many other gangs, and you don't know. So that what is happening, and I wish, the ball should be made, and immigration people should look into who is coming into United States of America, and I feel all is very important. And for this book, The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, I want a movie to be made. So I got this evaluated by Tailflix, and they say that this book is, if a movie or a web series is made, it is equivalent to it is equivalent to Contagion and Crazy Rich Asians, which were both blockbuster movies. So friends, I just love if any Hollywood, Bollywood agents listening, please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com. And many Hollywood agents and Hollywood production companies were asking for the screenplay and so soon the screenplay will be available of this book. I am working on it right now. So please contact me at afshan@drafshanhashmi.com. And friends, now let's go back to Eid. So today is our festival of Eid, and Eid comes the next day of when the Ramadan is finished. So the holy month of Ramadan is finished, and today is Eid ul-Fitr. And just look at my beautiful dress. How do you like this dress? And my sandals. I get everything new for Eid, and see how beautiful, the sandal is. Just see this. This is a beautiful outfit. I got this online, and I actually one year back I got this, but I did not wear, and so it is new. So I wear everything new. These are new, as well as this is new, as well as my whole dress is new. And also look at this beautiful purse I have. And many of my fans and listeners were asking, what do you keep in this small purse? So what I wanted to show, I put my oud here. This is the beautiful oud, and I love oud smell, and Eid ul-Fitr is associated with oud because Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, loved oud. So I love oud, and this is from Saudi Arabia. And also I have put this nail polish, when you go out, I put this nail polish, and then a coat of and then my lipstick of red color. I want to show this. Here it is. And then I put here, just see this. And here is my pencil. I put that, and see this small purse, and then I have my card. So this is beautiful, just see this, how beautiful it is. And of course driving license and all those accessories. So see this, how beautiful it is. How do you like it? How do you like this? How do I look? Do please comment and let me know, because I am an author, a best-selling author, as well as I am a fashionista. I don't buy expensive clothes, but I know what looks good on me. So today's look is, I have created the look of Jordanian princess, So that's what is the look today, and that's what it is. And friends, this is what I have done. And of course, I wanted to give a look of Jordanian princess. I love her and I like her a lot, so I gave this. This is actually a Jordanian kind of dress, and it is called kaftan. And see the beautiful embroidery here. And how do you like? I coming to the water, and how do you like the water here? See, the surrounding is so good. And Eid Mubarak once again, and I love you all, fans and followers. See at the back the beautiful water, the serene water, and water gives me lot of energy, and I get inspired by water. And now I am going for Eid ul-Fitr dinner with my wonderful hubby, and we will have a quiet dinner, and we will talk, because he is so busy that we hardly meet. So so this is all, and let me know your comments on this, and cheers, and bye and Eid Mubarak, and bye.
So this was a little film which I made on Eid, and I wanted to show to all my viewers that what fun activities I do. And now I will start the review of the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. And before doing that, let's see the official trailer. Now you may only see a pile of receipts, but I see a story. I can see where this story is going. It does not look good. What's happening? I'm not your husband. I'm another version from another universe. I'm here because we need your help. Very busy today. No time to help you. Across the multiverse, I've seen thousands of Evelyns. You can access all their memories, their emotions, even their skills. There's a great evil spreading throughout the many verses. And you may be your only chance of stopping it. Only if you, I am really good. I don't believe you. Why? Mom is really hurt. He's waiting in the wings. The universe. He speaks of senseless things. Is so much bigger than you realize. Of all the places I could be, I just want to share with you. Remember our mission. Consider the fate of every single world of our infinite multiverse. There is no way I am the Evelyn you are looking for. Every rejection, every disappointment has led you here. To this moment. Don't let anything distract you from it. So this was the trailer of the movie, and I will talk about the movie after the break. And can you please play the second sponsorship film and then the commercial?
Viewers around the globe, this is Dr. Afshan Hashmi, live for her radio show at K4HD and Talk 4 TV show, and I just wanted to request you that please give me sponsorship if you want this show to continue. Having said that, friends, I will see you in another episode of K4HD Radio plus Talk 4 TV show, and if you give me sponsorship, I will give you very reasonable price, and also you will get lot of promotion as this show is syndicated worldwide to more than 300 million listeners. Cheers and bye bye.
Would you love exposure for your business, product, or service to over 300 million potential listeners? Send an email to info@talk4media.com. And now let's hear from some of our sponsors.
Chapter 2: how Jugaad leads to multi-sector success stories in India, including definitions of the Jugaad management principle business model of the book The Modern Mughal Mentality New Strategies to Succeed in India and the Global Marketplace. Inspiration. True Jugaad is an inspiration on how to create products using technology that meet the price value equation. According to a Harvard Business Review article featuring expert Prahlad and Mashelkar, most innovation programs are built on the assumptions of affluence and abundance. We see the rich and the young in both the developed and the developing countries demanding environmental friendly products and services. They also believe that affordability and sustainability are crucial to driving successful business today. New technologies and radical business models are important not only to penetrate mass markets in India but in the entire world. By reconfiguring all areas of the business structure, they will pull.
A monstrous infection is spreading worldwide. OMG, is this a simple infection or a deliberate attempt to ruin the human population? Or maybe it's bioterrorism. What is this global infection and who is spreading it? Help us find out. Go to Amazon and search for The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. The human race needs your help to make this go viral. Go to Amazon.com and read The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection to find out what happens next. Go now! The world is depending on you.
And now, back to Dr. Afshan Hashmi's radio show.
Now let's talk about the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, and it is from Wikipedia. Everything Everywhere All at Once, and here it is a 2022 American absurdist comedy drama film written and directed by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, collectively known as Daniels, who co-produced it with the Russo brothers. It stars Michelle Yeoh as a Chinese-American woman being audited by the Internal Revenue Service, who discovers that she must connect with parallel universe versions of herself to prevent a powerful being from causing the destruction of the multiverse. Stephanie Su, Huy Quan, Jenny Slate, Harry Shum Jr., James Hong and Jamie Lee Curtis appear in supporting roles. The film was described by the New York Times as a swirl of genre anarchy and features elements of black comedy, science fiction, fantasy, martial arts, film, and animation. Directed by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, written by Daniel Kwan, Daniel Scheinert, produced by Joe Russo, Anthony Russo, Mike LaRocca, Daniel Kwan, Daniel Scheinert, Jonathan Wang, Slavic Mirzai, starring Michelle Yeoh, Stephanie Su, Ki Hoo Young, Jenny Slate, Harry Shum Jr., James Hong, James Lee Curtis, Larkin Sepul, edited by Paul Rogers, music by Son Lux, production companies A24, IAC Films, Cozy, AGBO, Year of the Rat, Lee Line Entertainment, distributed by A24, release date March 11, 2022, March 25, 2022 in United States, running time 140 minutes. Languages English, Mandarin, Cantonese, budget 25 million, box office $95.1 million. Kwan and Scheinert researched the concept of the multiverse as far back as 2010 and began penning the screenplay as early as 2016. Originally written for Jackie Chan, the lead role was later reworked and offered to Yeoh. Principal photography began in January 2020 and concluded in March as the COVID-19 pandemic reached the United States. The film's soundtrack features music composed by Son Lux, including collaborations with musicians Mitski, David Byrne, André 3000, and Randy Newman. Everything Everywhere All at Once premiered at South by Southwest on March 11, 2022 and began a limited theatrical release in the United States on March 25 before a wide release by A24 on April 8. The film received widespread critical acclaim. Reviews praised its imagination, direction, Yeoh, Sue and Kwan's performance and handling of themes such as existentialism, nihilism, and Asian American identity. It has grossed over $95 million worldwide, surpassing Heredity 28 as A24's highest grossing film. Plot Part 1. Everything. Evelyn Con Wong is a Chinese American woman who runs a struggling laundromat with her husband Waymond. Tensions are high due to the laundromat being audited by the IRS. Additionally, Waymond is trying to give Evelyn divorce papers. Evelyn demanding father Gone has just arrived from Hong Kong, and Evelyn's daughter Joy has been trying to get her mother to accept her girlfriend Becky while at the IRS building for a meeting with IRS Inspector Deidre Voigtman's personality changes when his body is briefly taken over by Alpha Waymond, a version of Waymond from a universe he calls the Alphaverse. Alpha Waymond explains to Evelyn that many parallel universes exist since every choice made creates a new universe. The people of the Alphaverse, led by the late Alpha Evelyn, developed worth-jumping technology that allows people to access the skills, memories, and body of their parallel universe counterparts by fulfilling specific conditions. The multiverse is being threatened by Jobo Tupaki, formerly Alpha Joy. Her mind was splintered after Alpha Evelyn pushed her to extensively verse jump. Jobo Tupaki now experiences all universes at once and can burst, jump, and manipulate matter at will. With her godlike power, she has created a black hole like everything bagel that can potentially destroy the multiverse. Evelyn is given verse jumping technology to fight Jobo Tupaki's verse jumping minions who begin converging in the IRS building. Evelyn learns of Waymond's plans to divorce her and discovers other lives where she made different choices and flourished, such as by becoming a kung fu master and movie star instead of leaving China with Waymond, who becomes a successful businessman. Alpha Waymond comes to believe that Evelyn, as the greatest failure of all Evelyns of the multiverse, has the untapped potential to defeat Jobo Tupaki. Alpha Gong Gong instructs Evelyn to kill Joy to hinder Jobo Tupaki, but Evelyn refuses. She decides she must face Jobo Tupaki by gaining the same powers as her, so she verse jumps repeatedly while battling Jobo Tupaki's minions and Alpha Gong Gong soldiers. After the battle, Alpha Waymond is killed by Jobo Tupaki in the Alpha universe and Evelyn's mind overloads. Part 2. Everywhere. Evelyn minds splinters and she discovers other bizarre universes, including one in which humans have hot dogs for fingers and she is in a romantic relationship with Deirdre, and another where she works alongside a teppanyaki chef who's secretly puppeted by a raccoon. She learns that Jobo Tupaki created the Everything Bagel not to destroy everything but to destroy herself and has been searching for an Evelyn who can understand her. Jobo Tupaki feels that because there are so many vast universes and unending coils, nothing truly matters. In other universes, the banks are about to lose the laundromat due to tax errors, and businessman Vermont rejects movie star Evelyn after decades apart. Evelyn is nearly sworn to Jobo Tupac's cause and stabs her universe Vermont. She almost joins Jobo Tupaki in entering the bagel but stops when she hears Vermont calls to be kind and have hope. Evelyn defeats Alpha Gong Gong and Jobo Tupaki's fighters by using her multiverse knowledge to find what is hurting each of them and gives them happiness. Evelyn reaches Jobo Tupaki and tells her that she is not alone and that Evelyn will always choose to be with her despite everywhere else she could be. Meanwhile, in a parallel universe, Evelyn confronts Gong Gong and reconciles with Waymond and Joy, and Waymond convinces Deirdre to let the Vans redo their taxes. Jobu Tupaki initially rejects Evelyn but returns to her and they embrace. Part 3 all at once. Shortly thereafter, the family's relationship and lives have improved. Becky is now regarded as part of the family. Waymond and Evelyn share a brief but romantic moment for the first time in a long while and they return to the IRS building on a second chance to file their taxes. As Deirdre talks, Evelyn's attention is momentarily drawn to her alternate selves and the multiverse before she grounds herself back in her home universe. So, this was about everything, everywhere, all at once. And now I will give my thoughts on that, and here they are. I have reviewed thousands of movies and I can be your movie reviewer and you can contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com if you want your movie to be reviewed in this program or in my other program on W4WN Radio and Talk 4 TV or on my doco series or on my Fox 5 Plus program. So and all the programs on W4WN Radio and Talk 4 TV, as well as K4 HD Radio and Talk 4 TV, and my doco series is syndicated worldwide to 300 million listeners. And I'm looking for sponsorships for these programs to continue and also for my Fox 5 Plus Glam World with Dr. Rafshan Hashmi, which will be resumed. I used to have it a year back, and now I'm going to resume it from September 2022, and that will be syndicated worldwide. That will be syndicated to Washington DC households in 6.3 million households. So I'm looking for a sponsorship for all these four shows. And this program is not sponsored. I just like the movie a lot, so thought I will give a program on this. And even if it was sponsored, I would give my original and unbiased thoughts and that's what it is. So contact me for reviewing your movies, your cosmetic products, your books and your TV serials, and I can do that in all these programs. So here is my thing. I went to see, I was having some author blog, so I thought why not go and see a movie. And as you know, I'm writing my third book. So for that, I went to see this movie, and that book is also will be independently published, and hopefully it will become an Amazon bestseller and New York Times bestseller. Having said that, so I was having author blog, so I thought. I'll go and see a movie. So I just went and I saw this movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I was moved by, and so here is my comments. I was moved by this movie. Many families in America can relate with this movie. People are struggling to make ends meet. Very natural movie, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. So this was my review of the movie, and now I will ask DJ to please play the third sponsorship film as well as commercial.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rakshan Lakshmi in W4WN
Would you love exposure for your business, product, or service to over 300 million potential listeners? Send an email to info@talkformmedia.com. And now let's hear from some of our sponsors.
A monstrous infection is spreading worldwide. Oh my God, is this a simple infection or a deliberate attempt to ruin the human population? Or maybe it's bioterrorism. What is this global infection and who is spreading it? Help us find out. Go to Amazon and search for The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection. The human race needs your help to make this go viral. Go to Amazon.com and read The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection to find out what happens next. Go now. The world is depending on you.
The Outbreak of a Monstrous Infection, Chapter 1, 1964 to 2018, and this is the sample track, and it is read by Dr. Afshan Nahid Hashmi. In a sprawling bungalow in Potomac, Maryland, USA, lived Dr. Honey Singh, a board-certified internal medicine and family practice physician, along with his beautiful wife, Baby Singh. Baby Singh was a fashionista and was funding women's causes through her Honey Babe Foundation. She had a ladies' book club by the name of Baby's Glam and Glitzy Club, which had many glam and glitzy ladies who were professionals living in Washington, D.C., Potomac, Maryland, Virginia, and even Beverly Hills, California, as well as elites from all of America meeting at her place on the last Wednesday of every month discussing various aspects of charities they wanted her and Dr. Honey to fund. In this club, there was a wide spectrum of career women. There were doctors, lawyers, actresses, business owners, and models, to name a few. In these book club meetings, members would come prepared after reading a book of a famous woman author, and that author was even invited from any part of the world to give her presentation, followed by a Q&A in this prestigious and elite gathering. So now there is a little write-up from Slash Films, and here it is. And it says, everything, everywhere, all at once put a Russo brothers theory to the test. With their time in the MCU at an end for now, the Russo brothers have kept busy with their ABGO production company. Not only had they released their films through ABGO, like their smaller scale Cherry and the globe-trotting action thriller The Grey Man, but they also helped get lesser known projects off the ground. The Russos were given a similar opportunity when they got started, having been mentored by filmmaker Steven Soderbergh after he saw their 1997 directorial debut pieces. Daniels, the filmmaker duo Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, are two filmmakers the Russos helped booster through ABGO. Following the release of Swiss Army Man, Daniels found producers for their next big film through the Russo production company, allowing everything, everywhere, all at once to be true to the director's ambitious multiversal vision. The film wasn't just proof of Daniel's filmmaking prowess, but also helped to test the theory the Russo brothers had when structuring their own stories. The three-page process that the Russos used for their films had only been a theory that worked just for them up to that point. Their initiative of taking on Daniel's massive film in Everything Everywhere All at Once would test their approach and work out for both filmmaking duos, giving unconventional visions a platform. The Russo's goal of helping to booster filmmakers and their unconventional visions were what led them to cross paths with Daniels, specifically how Daniels' previous film Swiss Army Man had caught their attention. Everything Everywhere All at Once would prove to be a big win for original IP blockbusters, with the technically impressive and emotionally resonant film becoming A24's highest grossing movie. More than that, the film received rave reviews from critics for its originality and story. While the Russo brothers haven't exactly created the most original story in a movie like The Grey Man, a small part of their story process has helped filmmakers like Daniels bring their bizarre and entertaining visions to life. And now, friends, I will end this program, and after I will see you on Wednesday at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time. And please don't forget to buy my these two books and give me an honest review. And for this book, I want a documentary to be made, and for this one, a movie to be made, and the screenplay is ready. So please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com, and I am full-time author. So if these two books bring food to the table and also finance these kind of program and charities which I love to do for underprivileged girls and women. Having said that, friends, please buy these two books in great numbers and make it very, very successful. And these two books were Amazon bestseller, and this one was also hot number 1 new release on Amazon. And please contact me at Afshan at drafshanhashmi.com, and these books are available worldwide. Having said that, friends, now I will end this program, and I'm looking for a sponsorship for this program as well as for my W4WN radio and Talk 4 TV, and this one K4HD radio and Talk 4 TV, and for my doco series, and for my I'm resuming program on Fox 5 Plus through GTV, and it is called Glam World with Dr. Afshan Hashmi. It will come monthly, and it will be resumed in September 2022. So I'm looking for sponsorships for all these four programs. And for now, cheers and bye bye, and see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time for W4WN Radio and Talk 4 TV, and on Thursdays 6 p.m. US Eastern Time. And for my doco series, from time to time it will be live on my YouTube channel and Facebook channel. Having said that, friends, cheers and bye bye. Can you please?
You've been listening to Meet and Greet with Dr. Afshan Hashmi on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. Tune in live right here every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Would you love exposure to your business, product, or service to over 300 million potential listeners? Send an email to info@talk4media.com. And remember, if you missed any part of this show or want to hear it again, find our featured show on iHeartRadio or YouTube, where all past episodes are available on demand 24/7. See you next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on K4HD and Talk4 TV.